Dune by Frank Herbert is a 1965 science fiction novel that is very influential. I believe it is the highest selling sci-fi book of all time. Very influential because it predates Star Wars, George Lucas's science fiction story. So this book is about House Atreides. It is they have a planet of their own, and they're given a fiefdom of Arrakis, also known as Dune. It is a desert planet full of spice called melange. So I really wanted to read this book after watching Dune Part 1. I actually really enjoyed Dune Part 1. It was really strange and had lots of cool visuals and things like that, and it left me wanting more. I wanted to know the story, so I picked up the audiobook from the library. Honestly, the book is good, but it's also really dated. Some of the scenes where like people are just talking get really repetitive in the moment, and they just keep going. It should like end, but it just sort of keeps going. For example, one of the villains would be like, "We need to take care of the Atreides," and then like his subordinate will be like, "Yes, we do," and he's like, "Yes, we need to do that," and he's like, "Yes, we do. Yes, we need to do that for sure. We got to make sure they don't get away. Yes, we do." You know, and it pontificates a lot, and there's a lot of that. I do like the characters. Some of the stuff in the movie improved from the book that are missing from the book. For example, the elite royal guards of the Sardaukar aren't given much like description in the book. They're just sort of the royal guards. They're tough. They dress like Harkonnens, and then they help them, and that's it. In the movie, they're a lot more dangerous force. Notice that the same goes for characters who fight a lot. It's definitely more pronounced in the visual medium of the movie. The book kind of skips over fight scenes, really. Other things, I guess there are some stuff that are in the movie that you just sort of don't get. For example, in the movie, people want melange, the spice from Arrakis, for spacefaring travel. But they don't really go into the whole guild and how they're like a group that like really they control all space travel. You know, they have a monopoly on it, and they don't explain that melange is also used in food, and people can become addicted to it. So that was a cool thing. And there's more little elements here and there. Stuff about the worms, stuff about the Fremen. You get all that, and it's you know, a pretty good adventure story. But then like where the first movie ends, the book does a time skip, and then the last, I want to say, last quarter of the book is really rushed, and we're sort of getting a more generic adventure that leads off to more stuff going on. There's more action and stuff, but yeah, overall it was a solid read, but it was very dated. It was written in the 60s. I noticed that they combined certain characters or split them apart in the movie to save time. So a little confusing, because I thought that guy was two guys, but that was in the movie. So the Dune book is okay, in my opinion. I know it's considered a sci-fi classic, but for me it was just okay. You know, I absorbed it. I might check out the sequels. I have the second one waiting for me on audiobook. So I'll keep reading them until till they're awful. So I give Dune a 3 out of 5.